A boxing stronghold, of course, and Brodie, let's not forget, is one of the men who has helped make it such. Unbelievable first fight here at the M.E.N. against Injin Chi. We'll remember it as one of the best ever. He's thrilled the crowds before in defeat. What if he could do it this time? Commentary tonight will come from Ian Darke and Jim Watt, and we welcome our MC, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. Prepare to welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the challenger from Manchester, England, Michael Brodie.
Surely last chance to become a world champion for the deserving 31-year-old Michael Brodie. He's been a British, European and Commonwealth title holder in his career. He's been in some tremendous fights. He's gone very close. He's been unlucky as well. And now, 14 months since he was destroyed by Injin Chi in their second fight, he gets what for some is a bit of a surprise chance to dethrone Scott Harrison. Can Brodie take that chance, or has it come too late?
Well, whatever happens now, Ian, this young man does not owe the fight game anything. The courage and commitment he has shown over the years has been incredible. He's given so much of himself. We just have to ask, what does he have left to give? Does he have enough? This has to be his final throw. What does he have left? That's what this fight is all about.
And now making his way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the defending champion from Glasgow, Scotland, Scott Harrison.
Well, he's got a band of supporters here in Manchester, but this is his first World Championship fight away from the Braehead Arena near Glasgow. A tough, grim, determined champion, Harrison, who's lost this title in the past to Manuel Medina, but won it back from him in fairly heroic fashion. Lucky to hold on to the title, most of us thought last time against Victor Polo, but for most featherweights, he's too big, too strong, too hungry.
Well, the Harrison camp and the Harrison family do not take criticism too well, and they've suffered a lot of criticism after his last fight. They believe they're very unlucky to hang on to his title, so I'm sure he will have a point to prove tonight, and I'm sure he's here to do exactly that.
Is the tale of the tape for this fight tonight. A Battle of Britain fight, an Anglo-Scottish battle to pep it up a little bit. Brodie's 4 years older, 31, getting on a bit, that is, for a featherweight. Harrison's a bit taller, has a slight reach advantage. Both bang on the 9 stone limit, though Brodie had to strip off naked to make the weight, and he's a former super bantam as well. Brodie's been a pro for a couple of years longer. He's had 4 fights. And Harrison's the one with the world title pedigree. Brodie with a slightly higher stoppage ratio. The bookies make Harrison a pretty warm favourite.
Ladies and gentlemen, live and exclusive across the UK on Sky Sports Friday Fight Night, we welcome you to the M.E.N. Arena here in Manchester, England, as we present the featured bout of the evening. And it's all brought to you by Frank Warren Sports Network, as sponsored by Parliament Vodka and 3. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the World Boxing Organization, the president Francisco Valcarcel, the supervisor former world champion Istvan Kovacs, along with the British Boxing Board of Control, and the steward in charge is Jeff Bolter. Introducing to you our 3 judges, scoring this bout from ringside, from Wolverhampton, England, John Coyle, from Kent, England, we have Roy Francis, and from Edmonton, England, David Paris. Our referee in charge of the bout, he is working in this his 124th world title bout, Mickey Van. All right, fans, here we go with our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, from Manchester, England, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger. He is on my left, fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing white trunks with red and blue trim. He weighed in at 9 stone even for the featherweight limit of 126 US pounds. His record, 35 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, with 23 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the British, the Commonwealth, and the European welterweight champion tonight, challenging for the title. Please welcome, ranked the WBO #5 featherweight contender from Manchester, England, Michael Brodie. And his opponent across the ring is the defending world champion. On my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with gold trim. He weighed in at 9 stone even, 126 US pounds. His record, 23 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2-time WBO Featherweight Champion of the World, known as the Real McCoy, introducing Scott Harrison. Once again, our referee in charge, Mickey Van, now to give instructions. 12 rounds of World Championship boxing coming your way.
Okay, Scott, you back your instructions in the dressing room. Don't forget what I told you. I want no naughties with the head. Shake hands, buddy corners. Good luck, fellas.
Scott Harrison always looks as if he's just been told some extremely harrowing news. All business. Has developed a marauding style. Brodie, who can be a very nice technician, but the question with him is he damaged goods at this late stage of his career and after some very tough fights since he moved up to featherweight. Black trunks, Scott Harrison, defending his WBO Featherweight Championship in England for the first time, and in front of Brodie's supporters, who've been pretty vociferous. Good atmosphere in the arena now at the start of this fantastic weekend of boxing in Manchester. Brodie gets him with a nice short little left hook. He thinks he might have too many skills for Harrison, but Harrison's come, think they'll get to him, and they get there with a left hand there. 1 or 2 stories, alarming stories from the early work in the gym for Brodie, where he rather fell apart, got better since then apparently.
Well, fairly obvious Harrison's tactics. He wants to bully and bulldoze Brodie straight away, and already Brodie's defences have let him down a couple times. Just let him down again. That's the second full-blooded left hook he's taken. This is an excellent start for Scott Harrison, quite the opposite for Brodie.
Harrison looking to jump on Brodie early on here. Rams his head back with the jab. Brodie a bit too easy to hit. Harrison, who's a big featherweight, will use his size and his strength here against a man who used to be a super bantam.
Well, Brodie at his best does have the power to topple Harrison, but he's been pushed back. His balance doesn't look quite right. I think he's been shaken with those couple of left hooks. So he's really on the defensive here. Not a good start for Brodie.
Looking to make a statement as well, I think. Scott Harrison got a lot of criticism last time when most people thought he was beaten by Victor Polo, the Colombian southpaw. Good shot to the body there from Brodie on that occasion. He has to try and roll back the years a little bit here to that time when he was a very good European champion. And the shot right now, Brodie's gone there, did a silly dance after that right from Harrison, who knows that he's got him going and comes back, but Brodie finds a great right hand in the middle of all that. What an opening round here. Harrison looking to nail Brodie in the opening session. Firing in head punches, not much coming back from Brodie. He's been brave here, almost fighting a bit on instinct, and now he takes it back to Harrison. This is grandstand stuff in the opening stanza. Oh, huge right from Harrison. Brodie takes that shot somehow. He's been on the brink a couple of times in this opening round, but he's fired back Brodie somehow.
Well, these are full-blooded shots Brodie's taking. I cannot believe he's still standing. We've seen him coming back from situations like this in the past, but how often can he do this? Back he comes again.
Fantastic heart from Brodie, but this is a lot of punishment very early on, and his legs look unsteady. They do. They really do.
And when the legs are gone, there's no real power in your own punches. So Harrison, you're floating. What an opening round!
Whoa.
Even punching after the bell.
And they're still wanting to carry on even then, after all that as well. I tell you what, I think Brodie stung Harrison a couple of times too in amid all that.
Yes, Brodie does have the power to hurt Harrison, but his balance was gone. He was so badly stunned. What can they do with him in the corner here? I mean, these were full-blooded shots. That was a beauty. Caught him a little bit high, but you can see the effect in the legs. He was all over the place. You would not imagine he would survive the round. You would not imagine he would keep upright throughout the 3 minutes here, but he did. These were kind of arm punches now coming from Harrison. He's not a massive one-punch hitter. He should have stepped back and give himself a little bit of room. But obviously the occasion got to him and he started pouring arm punches on. But after that, other full-blooded shots landed bang on the target, and I do not know what kept Michael Brodie on his feet. That's the end of the round. They still wanted to keep fighting.
And here's the start of the next one, and they'll still want to carry on fighting. M.E.N, rule of law from him. Just do it like I say, he says. No sillies with fighting after the bell. Back they go to work again. Little uppercut on the inside. Brodie's still capable of these blast shots. Wants to take the chance at the fourth time of asking of becoming a world champion. He was robbed in his first world title fight against Willie Horry. Robbed blind. Look at this again. Harrison doesn't mind taking him on in this kind of toe-to-toe battle. He thinks he's stronger at the weight. And he might well be right about that too. Brodie, good body shot. And the left hook as well to end it.
Well, Brodie's defences are bad, so he's as well just moving right in and having a tear up here, because if he backs off, he's been pinned. So he's as well trying to get his own punches off here.
Now the right hand goes in. Brodie has had some very, very tough fights. The one with Pastor Morin, the two with Injun G, which were absolutely strength-sapping affairs, which age a fighter. He's having to take quite a lot early on here, but he's having successes as well, with quite quick hands as well. And Harrison, in some of his recent fights for me, has rather forgotten all the boxing skills he used to have earlier on in his career. He's relied almost exclusively on his strength and the fact that he's big at the weight.
Well, most of Harrison's fights he's got by on strength and condition. He's such a big natural featherweight, and I think he sees this to the answer to anything Brodie's got. But Brodie's still in there, he's still getting caught with solid shots. He's getting himself into the fight that little bit now.
A couple of nice jabs from Harrison, just walked onto. Very little head movement from Harrison. I'm sure he'd pay for that if he met the elite guys in the division over in America.
Brodie trying the body there. Yep, Brodie coming back now. This is unbelievable.
Tremendous action so far. It really is. They just want to stand and trade, and Brodie's quite happy to do that as well. Here he is drinking in somewhere beyond the Last Chance saloon, I'd say.
But Harrison just looks so much stronger. He's been caught as he comes in, but he's walking right through everything that Brodie throws.
Brodie gets there with a right hand. He's finding Harrison pretty easy to catch himself and might be encouraged by that. And digging deep and whips in a couple of left hooks, another one to the body. Good stuff from Brodie in this round. This is more even.
He's actually pushing Harrison back at this stage. Who would have thought this? It's
making for tremendous action, but are these the right tactics for Brodie? Can he do this with this big 9-stoner over a 12-round fight. Something's got to give here. It hasn't yet. Oh, they leer at each other at the end of this round.
Inside every mail tomorrow, there's a sensational
Millionaire's Lucky One.
with not one,
But 2 fabulous prizes.
guaranteed.
Didn't she do well? 1 for him.
And one for her.
A new car.
I'm going topless
A vintage champagne.
on the rocks.
There are thousands of cash prizes.
Up to £100,000 and gifts worth millions.
Cuddly toy. Millionaire's Lucky Wallets. What 2 gifts are in yours? Starting in tomorrow's Daily Mail.
Straight shots, keep it simple, bang bang.
Well, I know the Michael Brodie camp feel that if this fight had been 2 years ago, Brodie would have won it easily. But I mean, it's great action. But are these smart tactics by Brodie?
They're not smart tactics, but I don't think it's about tactics. I think it was dragged into this war straight away, and he's just having to stand there and suck it up.
And here's round 3. Black trunks, defending champion Scott Harrison, who would be in anybody's list of the top 5 featherweights in the world at the moment. Top class, rip-roaring, all-British World Championship fight this. Brodie, great left hook to the body, and then he follows it with one to the head as well. Back comes Harrison again. It's a toe-to-toe slugfest, to use the phrase that the Americans like to use this.
Well, Brodie has been in so many more fights like this than Harrison. Harrison, usually if someone trades with him, he's too strong for them. But Brodie's been here so often in the past, it's unbelievable. He can still do it.
Just beginning to swell up a little bit, Brodie's face. It does tend to do that a little bit. He's going to the body of Harrison. He's looking to take some of that strength away from him. Harrison, who's prepared up on Ben Nevis, carrying big sacks up the mountain.
Well, Brodie has turned it around in this round. He's looking the more impressive. The jab's working, the body shots are working.
Just a little edge and hand speed, and maybe technical skills too from Brodie, which is helping him too. Just starting to pick the punches a little more sharply, not getting hit so much. Dixon, another left hook to the body.
The jab is working so well. Harrison is walking way on to it. In goes the right hand. What a turnaround here.
He's outboxing Harrison just for the moment. Harrison clubs him back with the right hand. This is a going spell here for Brodie. Can sometimes have lulls in fights. No lull here, all right.
Well, Harrison has never been difficult to catch. And Brodie has really found the target in this round.
Good body shot again from Brodie. He's made that a target. Another left hook to the head. There were 2 of them, in fact. It's a fantastic effort so far, this, from Michael Brodie, who's meeting Scott Harrison's fire with plenty of his own.
Digging in these body shots again. Harrison was hurt a couple of times against Polo to the body. Nobody likes it down there.
Who'll be the first to wilt in this white heat of battle?
Jab again working for Brodie. What a good round for Michael Brodie.
Well, he's looked superb. He's always had plenty of class. Drew his first fight with the indestructible Korean in Jin Chi. Lost the second one emphatically. But he's putting up a heck of a performance here so far.
Sponsored by Guinness, tomorrow, only on Sky Sports.
He's working in C.
We are watching a magnificent fight here for the WBO Featherweight Championship between Scott Harrison and Michael Brodie.
Well, Brodie was the one showing the class in the third round. The jab was working, the body shots were bang on. He was sinking them in, you can see that there. Doubling up to the head. What a wonderful fight.
And here comes round 4 of it. First time that Harrison's boxed in this city for 4 years since he beat Gary Thornhill in a British Championship fight. Harrison might need to use some of his old boxing skills that we saw so much of in the early part of his career when he was beating former world champions like Tracy Harris Patterson, Tom Johnson. Oh, body shot, got him, left hand, Brodie doubles up in pain from that. He was hurt by 1 right at the end of the previous round.
6,
Count 7, 8, he's not going to get up.
Looks in bad shape, he's in bad shape.
Can't do it, he's stopped, it is all over. And suddenly with a body shot, Scott Harrison has won the fight. The end came quickly and a body punch did it. All over in round 4. It was exactly the round, by the way, that Frank Maloney, the manager of Scott Harrison, predicted before the fight. The 4th round. You know, Brodie was hurt by 1 right on the bell in the previous round, went back to the corner just wincing a little bit, and I think that one might have caught him in the same place, you know.
Yeah, well, that was a real sickener. I mean, Brodie was the man with the reputation as the big body puncher, but nobody likes it down there. And we always say, if a fight goes into the trenches, then you can't ask any more than what this man Scott Harris can give. He's so strong, he's so powerful at featherweight, and I think that was just the difference. But what a superb effort from Michael Brodie. We've probably seen the last of him now. But as I said earlier, he does not owe the fight game anything. He's given everything, but this man was just a little bit too strong, and in the end, a little bit too good for him.
Well, Michael Brodie's had an honourable career, and if that is the last chapter of it, it was quite a last chapter. He was superb for a while in the fight, but this was the end. Back shot, left hook to the body. Oh, knocked everything out of him.
Yeah, but I mean, it's amazing that Brodie could bring himself back from the head punches he took in the first round. You would have expected the head punches to be what finished the fight, but in the end, it was the body shot, and it was a beauty. You can see at this stage, halfway through the count, you could see he was struggling, he was trying to get the pain out of there, he was trying to get his breath back, but he just couldn't recover from it. But what a tremendous World Championship fight we have just witnessed.
There were only 4 rounds of it, but there were some 4 rounds, and Scott Harrison has done it again. Some way, somehow, he always finds a way to get the job done. Brodie could not beat the count. I'm not sure entirely that he really wanted to there. He got up at sort of 9.5, didn't he? It was one of those shots, Jim, that just knocks everything out of the fighter.
He had nothing left. There was pointless getting up there. The pain was still there. He couldn't get his breath back. He did the right thing.
Reminding me a bit of the shot with which Bernard Hopkins beat Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, I think that was a better shot. I think that particular shot, if De La Hoya had still been in the fight, he may have found a way back up, but I don't think there was any way for Brodie to get himself back into the fight after that shot.
Michael Brodie was asking before the fight, who has Scott Harrison beaten in his career? Well, he holds victories, by the way, over 6 world champions. Tom Johnson, Tracy Harris Patterson, Julio Pablo Chacon, Steve Robinson, Wayne McCullough, and Manuel Medina. Now he's beaten Brodie, who's destined, like Harold Graham, like Dave Charnley years ago, to be a very good British fighter who never did become a world champion. Harrison wins a memorable battle here in Manchester.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 46 seconds in round number 4. A referee in charge, M.E.N, reaches the count of 10. He is the winner by way of knockout and still the WBO Featherweight Champion of the world, the real McCoy, Scott Harrison. And ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand of recognition for a fine effort here tonight to the challenger, Michael Brodie.
What a part Michael Brodie has played in the Manchester boxing boom over the last decade or so, even when defeats at world level have been his again and again. Some of the younger brigade from these parts get their chance on this big show tonight. Still ahead, Michael Jennings, the unbeaten young welterweight. He's in action against Gavin Down. At light middleweight, Thomas McDonough of Manchester against Barry Lee. That's another England-Scotland one there. And Hatton, Matthew, younger brother, in action on this warm-up before the big one tomorrow night against the Frenchman Adnan Hadoui. I say warm-up, but the two in our top of the bill here tonight have done the show proud. And in his own way, Scott Harrison's done his title proud. He retains, keeps winning. He's with Adam Smith.
Scott Harrison, you keep hold of that world featherweight title after a thrilling encounter with Michael Brodie. Does that rank amongst your most satisfying wins?
Well, every fight means a lot to me. This is the 8th defence of my title. Big respect to Michael Brodie. He put up some fight there. Right for the very first round, it was turning into a bit of a brawl. And I respect him 100%. What you read in the papers, it didn't come for Mammoth anyway.
Did you draw him in, though, to your type of affair?
Yeah, it was a brilliant fight, but he was trying to overcrowd us and work the body. But I think it was the 3rd or 4th round. I caught him high here, and I could see him, he was hurt. Then after that, I was just attacking the body after the jab, but try to keep a bit of distance in between the two, you know what I mean?
Plenty of needle in the build-up. It's a fight long in the making, but I'm sure you've got a lot of respect for Michael Brodie now.
I respect Michael Brodie as well, you know. A lot of things that happen in the papers, it's just all hype. You know, it's the self-fights, and I respect the guy 100%, you know, and I'm happy to be here doing Battle Manchester, and the fans have been fantastic, and I just wish Ricky Hatton all the best tomorrow. We're full team are right behind him.
That's nice of you, Scott. It's been a difficult time for you, especially after the Victor Polo fight last time. Did you feel that you needed a performance to reignite the fire?
Sometimes when you don't train right, you know, performances aren't 100%. In the last fight, I had a lot of things happening, and at the roller coaster of a year, as you know, you know, there's a lot of things happening. And I was the first time I've been on Fort William running the mountains for a year since the Medina fight. So once I train right in the mountains, you see performances like that.
Scott Harrison back to his best.
Back to the mountains again. So for a couple of weeks off in the back to where it's cold again. Up north of Scotland. I'm looking forward to it. I'll fight him in the planet. I'll just leave up to this man here.
Well done tonight, Scott.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
An audition really for Harrison, with American TV interest in Manchester, of course, this weekend. Thoughts of Barry and Johnny on his career possibilities from here when we come back. More on the build-up to the big one. Hatton Sue, of course. And our next action, Michael Jennings at welterweight against Gavin Down.